Hi guys, I'm back with another video. I'm gonna review a movie, weaker films actually. I didn't enjoy the film. I'll tell you why. So I'm gonna review the 2023's Expendables, known as the Expendables 4. So I'm gonna review the Expendables 4. Is a 2023 American action film that is the fourth installment in the Expendables film series. Following the Expendables 3 2014, the film stars an assembled cast including Jason Statham, Svlester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren, and Randy Couture, reprising their roles from the previous films, with Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, Megan Fox, Tony Jaa. Tony Jaa was decent about this film. We have the villain in himself, Iko Uwals Worst, Jacob Sapio, Levi Tran, and Andy Garcia. Andy Garcia is an actor from the 90s. Joining the cast, it is directed by Scott Vaughn from a screenplay by Kurt Weimer, Tad Dragerhart, and Max Adams, based on a story by Spencer Cohen. Weimer and Dragerhart. So the plot of the Expendables. The Expendables are sent to Libya to prevent Huntanari Gonzalo Ramat from stealing nuclear warheads from a mysterious terrorist named Acrolot. From Barney failed to apprehend 25 years prior. The team is led by Barney Ross, is played by Stallone, as formed by members Lee Christmas is Jason Statham. You have Toll Road and Gunnar Jensen, which are the new members, Easy Pay and Galan. However, they are incapacitated when all of their vehicles are destroyed in the ensuing fight. When Rahamat shoots their plane down, the team and find Barney's burnt body in the wreckage, identifying by his ring at Barney's Memory Center. So at Barney's Memory Real Centers Service Memorable Service, which I did not like the storyline. So CIA Operative Marsh reveals that the team will go after Acrolot and Rahman, but without Christmas, who's jeopardized the mission trying to save Barney. He is replaced by Gina. Gina is played by Megan Fox, his former lover, who also bring an operation named Lash into the team. The team travels to Asia but secretly tracked by Christmas, who had slipped Gina a tracking device earlier. Barney's death opened a sealed file which states that there is an eyewitness that could identify Akrolot. Akrolot plans to provoke World War III by letting the nuclear warheads explode in the Russia Far East, transporting them on a ship disguised as an American aircraft carrier. As the Expendables are harsh board the ship, they are ambushed and taken hostage. Marsh is taken away to negotiate a prisoner exchange for the eyewitness. Meanwhile, Christmas travels to Thailand to recruit former expendable Decca. Is played by Andy Garcia, guys, who has turned towards pacifist but agrees to bring him to the ship to avenge Barney. As Christmas fights his way through the ship, Decca has a change of heart and helps him rescue the rest of the team. They launch an attack on Ramat's forces, during which Christmas fights and kills him. However, Toll has been heavily wounded. So Toll is played by Randy Couture, the actor. So he's been shot. He's got heavily injured in the film. So he's got heavily wounded in the film. So Toll is heavily injured. He covers Marsh. So Toll Christmas stays behind to turn the ship around to avoid a global conflict. He confronts Marsh, who is surprisingly killed by Barney, who reveals that he faked his own death to lure Akralot out of hiding. They escape the nuclear explosion and celebrate with the team. I did not like the film because Stallone was missing. He at the start, then he got killed in the film with this explosion, and they showed his buried body. Then they attend this memorable service, which I did not like. How can they do that to the main character, to Barney Ross? He is the main lead of Expendables. Most of the film was Lee Christmas it was a Jason Statham film all the way, which I did not like. The action was terrible. I did not like. Did not make sense at all of the story was going on. I was confused with the story, guys. It's the worst films of this century ever made. I would have preferred the first two films. Had the action, had story, had the cast, had Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Chuck Norris. You had Jet Li. Where is this cast? Without it, the film is a disaster. Sorry, mate, I don't like this film. It's the worst film in the century. The plot was weak. I did not like the plot. Megan Fox was okay, but nothing to do. They had the new team, but Tony Jaa was decent in the film, and Lee Christmas fights this villain. He's like to be a hero. But sorry, this is not expendable. It's a disaster. It's a failure, which I did not like. And had no sense, and explosion. Just keep exploding and action and fighting. There's no storyline to the film. They messed the film up, guys. They have messed the film up. Worst films, I was witless. I don't know what to say. I feel angry. Why they made this film in the first place? It could have made better. They could have waited. They could have made it better story. But I was not happy. Stallone was missing in the film. Limited screen time. No chance, man. No, you cannot do that. You cannot do that to a character like that. And he's faking his own dad. And he say, "Where you been?" And he say, "I thought you were dead." He said, and he excused the villains at the end. And he said, "You're welcome." My God, I don't know what to say. It's worst films in the century, which I did not like. Worst films. I would prefer the first film, directed, made by Stallone. He directed the film. I think he directed the film. Yeah, he produced the film. He wrote the film very wellly. The second one I enjoyed. Had Van Damme and all the cast. Chuck Norris. This one was the worst. It was worst. It was worst. Sorry, was the worst. I did not like. No story, no sense. Just doing action and explosive stunts. Yeah, but Lee Christmas fighted like it was mostly character story was by Jason Statham all the way. No chance. No way. No way. Didn't like this one. Sorry, I didn't like this film. Worst films they made in Hollywood history. Worst film. Worst film. They should not made it. They should have kept it 1, 2, 3. That's it. Because third one had decent cast as well. You had Anthony Banderas. You had Arnold coming back. You had all the star cast in that. You had Harrison Ford and all that. Mel Gibson as the villain. I've not seen the film, I've seen the clips. It looks better than the fourth one. Fourth one is garbage. Should throw in the garbage. It's over and done. People will forget this film is this happened, even made. The fourth part even exists. It is terrible, man. Worst films. Dolph Lundgren didn't have much to do. This is a scam. It's a scam. They just scammed us. I got scammed while watching this film. I wouldn't bother watch this film again. It's worst films. I am disappointed with it. I suspect it's going to be a good smashing blockbuster of the century. But what came out with nothing. Zero expectations, zero marks, zero storyline, zero. Absolutely pathetic. You call Expendables this? No, man, no way, no chance. 0 stars. I'll give it 1 star. 1 out of 5 star. I did not like this film. This is worst. What can I say? I am shocked. How this film is been made? How they gone? Yes, grip the green flag on this film. No chance. It's a disaster. Sorry, I didn't like it. I prefer the first 2 films. Had the action, had the explosive, had the story, had the cast well assembled. Even the first one was outstanding film. Outstanding. The second one was decent, brilliant film. Third one, I've seen bits. It had Wesley Snipes as well. See, he had good cast in the film. This one lackluster. It's lackluster cast. Without Stallone, there's no expendable. You take him out in the scene. You take him out in the film. Give him a little role, brief role, limited screen time. Not done for me. It doesn't feel like Expendables. Just watching something else. What's going on? No way. 1 out of 5 stars. It's trash, man. One of the crappiest films made in Hollywood. I don't know what they think to make this film. People rejected. I heard bad reviews. I am watching myself. It's terrible. I don't know what to say. I'm disappointed. I am shocked. This film turned out to be like this. Shocking, man. Absolutely shocking. Seriously, you call this Expendables? One of the shittest films in the century. So I'm very angry. I apologize for my words. It's bad. It's bad. It makes me angry. How they gone through? Wasted the story. Wasted the characters. and he's given Stallone a little brief role in the film. Disappeared. Faked his on that. It doesn't work like that for me. Explosion look fake, like exploding, fighting. That's it. The villain was trash as well. Could have given good villain. Yeah, proper villain. And I look, yeah, he's a proper villain. That's my opinion. It's rubbish. Rubbish films. Rubbish. Rubbish. Weakest films in the franchise. I think they should stop. They should not carry on with this. End it. It's ruined. I feel bad. It's just ruined. It's spoiled. It just messed the film very badly. Messed the film very badly. Can't do that to Stallone. No chance. And you're killing him and bloody bringing him back at the end. What the hell? It's rubbish, man. Rubbish. Zero. Zero film, man. Zero. No wonder it's negative, highly criticized by the audience. Worst films. I don't know what they did. They messed the film up. I'm unhappy with the film. Weak. Weakest film. Worst film. Worst. So the Expendables 4 was released in China on September 15, 2023. And in the United States a week later by Lionsgate. Lionsgate did a wrong job with today's my film. They have spoiled the film. The film received largely negative reviews. I give the negative myself now after watching it. It's so bad from critics. What do you expect? Because Stallone was not in the film. It's rubbish. You can't do that to Stallone. He's a living legend. And what you did to his character. Rubbish. Rubbish film this is. Well, rubbish. Worst film. We criticized. Even I criticized it for its plot. The plot was terrible. Action sequences was terrible. Stallone's limited screen time. That's not good. That's not done. You give more role. You should give him proper full role as expendable. Without you take this film, you take the Barney Ross out of the film. It's a disaster. It's a huge disaster. I'm telling you. You take the guy, this character out, is no Expendables. It is watching something else. Not done, man. Not done. No, 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 no. Bone's direction was even bad. He didn't write the film well, directed well. He could have done better job. He could have waited till next year. Did it well. The project was terrible made. In sense of most of theatrical cast. The cast was even poor as well. Nothing to do. No excitement for me. And poor visual effects. Visual effects was absolutely rubbish. Seriously, you call that visual effects? Rubbish, man. It look fake. This kid throwing bombs, playing outside in the garden. It was bloody like that. And grossed only 43 million. What do you expect? It's a disaster collection. Worldwide, I guess, was budget of was 100 million. It's never gonna reach 100 million. It's the worst film. Making in a box office huge bomb. Huge box office disaster. It's a disaster for me. Disaster. Running time was only 104 minutes. Thank God it finished quick. It wasn't 2 hours film. Thank God for that. I was very disappointed how the film turned out. Seriously, they call this Expendables. They should not have made the film in the first place. For God's sake, man. Waste of time, man. Waste of time. Bloody watch Rocky franchise. Creed franchise. You have Creed 2. That was much brilliant film. Rocky franchise. Rocky 4 was better film. Cliffhanger I watched. That was a better film. Good films. Demolition Man. I watched that. Which I enjoyed. Judge Dredd. It was decent film I liked back in the day. So many good films it did. Tango and Cash. Fantastic. Expendables 1, fantastic. Expendables 2, I loved. Third one I've seen from the YouTube bits and bobs. Action looks brilliant. I'm gonna like the Expendables 3. I know that film didn't do well, but it was decent. Better than this shit. It's better than this shit. This is trash. This is no Expendables. This is a mockery. Mockery to the audience. Mockery to myself. I'm a Stallone fan, and you give this Stallone less screen time in the movie. Worse fella, man. Worse. Not done, man. You cannot do that to the legend. The whole bloody movie was by Lee Christmas. Jason Statham. Don't get me wrong. I like the guy, but there's more movie than him. He had all movie was based on him. Lee Christmas. Megan Fox didn't do what to do. There's one scene in the bed. The hotness of her, yeah. And she shows in how she does a kung fu fights with Christmas in the room. Only that was okay. Apart from that, it was terrible. You have this Chinese lady and this Tony Jaa was decent. Villain was weak. It doesn't look like villain. Looks like the arch enemy. Not arch enemy. Not like the proper villain it should be in the film. The villain was weak as well. Yeah, it's worst film. This is going to be a one-time watch for me. Miss and a go. Not done, man. Not done. They should not made it. They should not made this film. They should have worked hard on the script, on the story and the cast. They should have worked on the story, the writing, the direction, the visual effect department, the action sequences and visual effects. No wonder your film is going to be a disaster. No story, no sense, no clicking, no goodness in the film. Worst. Worst, man, worst. What to say? I did not like the film. Will I get this film? Never. Not even guess even down. No chance. Because what they did to Stallone's character, I was not happy. The story was going in the wrong direction and it's gone. Andy Garcia was okay. Okay, then he become evil villain. Bad guy. My god, I don't know what to say. Is worst. Worst. Stallone deserves better characters, better role. But they messed it up with his role, his character in this film. They messed it up. Stallone can act better, but I blame the director. The whole fault is the director. He didn't do the story correctly. He didn't do the visual effects. It was fake, like kids playing bombs, like fireworks. It was like that. No sense of the story, no gripping, no entertaining. Nothing was like that. No. I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 5. It's worst. Worst. I won't recommend this film. You can watch it for Stallone, and if you're a fan, I like Stallone. Jason Statham fans who likes Megan Fox fans, whatever who you fan of, you can give it a go. But it's trash, trashiest films ever of 2023. Weakest films in this franchise, weakest mess films of the century for me. I had a high expectation. Oh, they're making another Expendables 4. I was going to be Stallone once again, kicking ass, firing bullets, doing fight scenes. Only a good way he throws that guy from the table in the bar, slams him. That was the bit okay. And Lee Christmas fights as well. Apart from that, they messed the story at all. I did not like the film. No. I can't even say it was a fun watch. It was worst watch for me. Worst. Action, Lee Christmas can act action, but it's all based on his character. It's only Jason Statham taking the show ahead. Where's Stallone? You cannot miss Stallone like that. You cannot do that to Stallone. He's a living legend. Been watching the guy since the 80s, 90s on the VHS and watching the guy. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger and just John Claude Van Damme. The second one was much better because it had all the cast. Three legends. Hasta la Vista Baby himself. I Be Back. Arnold Schwarzenegger. You had the Stallone. And you had Van Damme, which I enjoyed. Three of them my favorite back in the day. Action superstars of the century. And Arnie was not even in this film. I don't know, rubbish films. So my honest review. This is my thoughts on this film, Expendables 4. It's a trash. It's a disaster. It's a loss, lost profit, and this film is a hugely, highly criticized, heavily criticized, and is a failure, huge failure of 2023, which is disappointing. I hope they should not make another one. No one will be interested to watch Expendables. They only will sit back and watch the first two. Tata bye bye. No, no chance. No chance at all. This film is a failure. Huge flop. Huge disaster. Epic disaster at the box office. No chance. So yeah. So enough with this Expendables 4. I'm gonna end the video. Yeah. Just feel bad, man. Just feel bad. How can you do this to Stallone's character? Barney Ross is the main expendable. You take him out, and the film is totally in down, goes downhill. You should think about making this film in the first place. Highly criticized. What do you expect? Because Stallone is missing in the film. You have a brief experience, like a cameo, special appearance cameo. It's not done, man. It's not done. No good. No good at all. No, I didn't like it. It didn't feel expendable action. It didn't feel expendable team. The cast was average as well. Flop. They could have bring back Arnie. They could have bring back Jet Li. They could have bring back Tony Couture. Tony Cat. Yeah. I don't know what to say. That's weird. No, I'm not even going to bother watching this film again. There's some good films and there's bad films. And this is the baddest films I have witnessed. I'm not gonna watch this film. I'm not even buying this film. Not even gets less priced. No, not done, man. Not done. There's more better films than these made in Hollywood. So yeah, very disappointed. Very disappointed. Curtains. It's over. This film will be not remembered. It will come and a miss and a go. Disaster. Hugely disaster. So 1.5 for this disaster. Worst films of the century which I witnessed. Expendables 4. Very disappointing. Didn't like it. Didn't do any good in the film as well. He had long hair. Looks like he's wearing his wig. Yeah, I've heard he had cancer. He's wearing a wig. Hope he gets well. His health gets well because he's a legend as well, and they wasted his character. He had nothing much to do. Nothing much. My God, I don't know how they made this film. They wasted all the cast. Nothing to do, man. Just no story sense making film. What is it? No, man, not done. I'm going. Bye bye. I had enough with this review. I had enough with this worst films in the century called Expendables 4. It's a miss and a go. That's it. I'm gonna end the video right now. Terrible, just terrible, absolutely terrible. Hope you like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next video. Whenever, stay safe, play safe, and I will come back with a better review. Watch a better film than this trash I witnessed. Yeah, see you in the next video. Whenever, stay safe, play safe, bye.